What is up, everybody? Welcome to Dueling Aces. And Mr. Birch, welcome back, sir.
How's everybody going today?
I guess better now that you're here, right?
Well, you know, I give everybody chubbies, so go ahead.
Right out the gate.
Yep, we've missed you.
No, you guys have missed me like a pimple on your ass. Don't start that.
I like how George is still playing the Oz, where he's doing. You can hear his voice, but you can't see his face.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
I told you there's still a big reveal coming. I wasn't kidding.
You grew a beard?
Yeah, okay, like that's really shit.
You got hair extensions.
Oh,
Oh my god. Gonna make me spit up this rum and coke, aren't you? Jesus Christopher.
Ooh, you're actually drinking on air, huh?
I was gonna say it must be a big one if he's drinking on air.
Right?
Leave that drinking to me, George.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to steal the thunder.
Oh, I'm drinking. I had a good sports weekend. Great sports weekend.
Not
Really?
Me too, until Carolina ruined it.
Buckeyes won. Browns won. Barely.
Win
They
to
won.
win.
And then my guy Bubba won today, and I won 50 on FanDuel because I put him in like 4 in my lineup. So good day.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I will never do FanDuel for Daytona or Talladega because it's too much of a fucking crapshoot. I feel like you're just throwing money away.
Yeah, I won a couple of NFL yesterday too. Cordell Patterson.
Mike is out 5 p.m. here from LA. Also, Big Ben is ruining his vibes. Well, Mike.
Big Ben needs to go.
What's up, Jason? For some silly reason, it will not let me. It is not sucking in comments. And I know that due to Facebook crash.
Y'all was at work when everybody was talking about this whole thing, like Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger crash.
Yep.
What's it app too?
I don't got that.
It's like it's another text messaging app.
Oh, okay. Like a Discord.
Yeah, now George is gone.
Of. I think WhatsApp is supposed to be one of those where it like encrypts stuff as you're sending it. To be perfectly honest, the only thing I missed was Messenger.
there you go.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, we really didn't, because that way we didn't have to see Akers commenting all day.
Well, the problem is I like, at least in the chat, I know who's who. Like, all I see are a bunch of fucking numbers. I'm like, who the fuck is who here? I don't know who's talking about what.
That's why I tried.
Yeah, I don't know neither. I had to mute y'all, man. My phone kept going off at work. Y'all was getting me in trouble.
You ain't getting me in trouble. I'm off today, tomorrow, so I don't care.
Like, who phone keep going off? I'm like, oh, hold on. Put that on mute.
No, I was telling you, George. I said I like this one, this StreamYard, because you can see the comments on the bottom so much better than freaking Zoom.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is so much better.
I think Big Ben's running all Steeler fans vibes too.
Dude, I heard the greatest line about him yesterday. Nate Burleson on CBS pregame show. He says, "Look it, I'm not saying Big Ben is old, but Father Time is undefeated."
Yes, I love Nate. Nate's awesome.
That was a great line.
No, I love when Stephen A. Smith was crying about his Steelers.
Yeah. George.
All right. Everything and everybody's been tagged and bagged. So, without further ado, what's this? There's Trez.
Nobody cares. Move on.
Oh, anywho's. Thanks to our friend Shane over at Shane's Man Cave, I've just got 2 words for you.
Undersized jersey?
Fulfilled.
That's the big reveal.
The anniversary edition. The Baker.
I like it. Those are nifty.
I like them, but me and white jerseys just don't get along. I can't do white.
I thought about that too, and I said, you know what? I'll risk it. Why not? What the hell?
They just saying that because it's a Baker Mayfield jersey.
And this will be the only time you'll ever see him wear it.
Mm-hmm. That'd been a San Francisco jersey. It would have been red. It wouldn't have been white.
He would have had 3 different colors.
Well, Manning says best I ever looked. Oh man!
Give Baker one more bad game, and George will be out back with a fucking barrel burning that bitch.
No, the bet still holds true. Is I can't say anything. So even when I had the opportunity, I still said nothing. So
yeah, I gave you the floor to do so, and you chose.
I know, no, and that's right. I appreciate you giving me the floor, but the bet is the bet. So it will.
How many jerseys you end up buying?
I plead the fifth.
That means 5.
Yeah, right.
Rich.
Five.
I plead the fifth.
That means 5.
Can't plead the fifth.
You know, the funny
deal. You gotta let us know.
Clint mentioned about a 49ers jersey. That did happen to be one. It is.
Who don't you have?
It is.
Oh, the Trey Lance?
It is a Bosa. No, it's.
You know what he needs to start doing? He needs to start getting the Canadian Football League jerseys. That'd be cool.
He doesn't be
the Bosa one I got has an anniversary patch on it.
I'm surprised Sean doesn't have any Canadian Football League jerseys yet.
Dude, you know how much shipping costs from fucking Canada?
You don't know a guy?
I do, but he can't fucking come over yet.
He's still on lockdown.
No, you know what? They can come over, but they have to quarantine here for 14 days, and then they got to go back and quarantine for another 14 days.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. Well, you're getting out of work, maybe.
So, yes, thanks again to Shane. Really appreciate it. It was, even though I did turn around and spent about a good 45 minutes hanging out, going through the stock. And yeah, even Bryce turned around and picked out the Toon Squad jersey he liked.
I really don't.
All right. So
I know Shane a friend of the show, but I'm still beefing with Shane till he gets some jerseys my size. He be having raw jerseys, but they don't have none my size.
He had several
JJ Watt
4XL, including that JJ Watt. That was.
I just want a nice, sweet black Pat Tillman jersey.
I was looking at.
Don't have it in my size though.
There were no more Tillmans. He did have a few Taylors in the Redskins, in the throwback.
I like Sean Taylor.
Clint, I'll send you a link. I got a link. You can get one up to a 6X.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Bad.
He had them with the Redskins anniversary patch on it in the Mitch and Ness throwbacks, and he had an Art Monk too. Ooh, that was tempting.
Art Monk was good.
Very tempting to pick up the Art Monk, but I didn't. It's like, yes, I may have a new job and I may have gotten the first paycheck, but we're not going to blow the whole check.
Only buying 4 jerseys, not 5.
Like I said, Bryce got a couple.
4 were paid for on the way there. What he's not taking into account is what
what Aaron says, what did I think of the orange jersey? He had the orange ones there too. I'm not feeling the bright orange. I'm like, nope, I can go without the pumpkinness.
10, 12 years ago, Adam, they had those orange
something
jerseys.
Like that.
I bought one, but I was like, yeah, that is.
The problem is everybody wanted them to wear them, but they wore them like once or twice, and you haven't seen them since. Like they make them, they just don't ever wear them in a game.
Well, it reminds me of like a quarterback in training camp. They got an orange jersey on because no one can hit him.
Right.
Everybody else is wearing black, brown, and white, but they were wearing orange.
Well, maybe Baker needs to wear that, so maybe his offensive line will leave him the fuck alone, so he can get some time to throw back there.
You got a point.
Yeah. I think I said this yesterday about Willis. He needs to sit a couple games.
His ankle's a lot worse than the lead.
I get it, the bum ankle, but you can't protect. With a bum ankle.
It's bad. That's 2 games in a row.
He trying. I played then. I know it. Like when we heard that, he got like anything lower extremity that's bad. Attack.
and let me ask you guys this though: is it me or does it seem like OBJ seems to be the problem with Baker?
No. I said it yesterday. Why the hell we throwing fades on 3rd and 2? Like, stop throwing fades at the 2-yard line to him. He ain't gonna get it.
I think his shoulder is hurting more than he's leading people on.
Well, I mean, that's everybody's bitching about it today on like all the radio shows was that, how he played well without Odell in the lineup last year. Odell comes back and he's back to the way he was when Odell was in the lineup. And he's got the happy feet, as George calls it, overthrows and this and that. I mean, that's just a lot of the speculation of people,
I think it's one, being a quarterback, that left shoulder, you're pointing it towards people and you have to like really get into it, before you throw it. I think that and I think he started, last year he didn't have to worry about the offensive line letting people in. I think now the last couple games, it's starting to get in the back of his head. He goes, if I don't have time, I got to get the hell out of there. So I think the offensive line is playing a little bit part into it too.
Yeah, because he seemed like he was trying to force it to everybody, and that, like I saw everybody like, oh, OBJ needs to go, and it's like, dude, everybody was getting force-fed passes that they were dropping. Like, it wasn't just.
No, I agree. I think the, like you said, Adam, I think the offensive line is just not playing like they used to last year. It's just not on Baker. I think on Chubb too. If you look, he's not getting like the big holes like he used to last year.
Yeah, how is Hunt finding the holes but not Chubb?
He's just running like a maniac though. I can't stand when he jumps. When he jumps, keep your feet on the ground.
I say it all the time. I hate jumping over people, man.
But like the last couple games, like even against, I was shocked. Like last week against the Bears, he was close to 100 yards or 84 yards, 90 yards. Seems like every time he was running, they were just bottling him up, and it is nothing.
He just keep them legs moving. That's what it is.
Hunt gets like 80 yards on rushing and 70-some yards on passing. So it's weird because it doesn't seem like they're blocking for Chubb either. So there's something with the offense. Both tackles yesterday, Conklin and Willis, they did not play good games yesterday. Sorry.
I have breaking news, not to disrupt the Cleveland talk. We have a weather delay in Monday Night Football in an enclosed stadium.
What?
Really?
Excuse me?
Oh, they're in Vegas. That's right.
How?
No, it's in LA. It's not in Vegas. It's in LA. The stadium's like not 100%.
Yeah, it's got like open air like on the side.
It's open air through the side. Yeah. It's still like it's covered, but yeah, it's that new design stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then where the hell is Kaufman? Tell his ass to get on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
He's watching, so he heard you, Burrich.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. How Brady
sold.
How Brady turned around and it wasn't more the fact that Bill lost to Brady, it's that Brady almost lost to a kicker. Because pretty much that game was over. Regardless of a doink, unfortunately.
Is that how it ended? Because I fell asleep.
Yeah, I went to bed at halftime.
I was going to say, I went to bed too, and I missed it. And had to see the ugly highlight this morning going, wow, really?
I don't know. I think you kind of got to discount that game because it was raining like hell there. And everything he was throwing. Well, but you know what? Mac Jones had the same weather, and he threw for for almost 300 yards and a couple touchdowns. So
I'm gonna say this about that game, and if it was true what they said about Nick Folk going into that game, Belichick kind of botched that. Because if your kicker going to a game with a bad plant foot, I don't think you want him kicking for 56.
Well, here's something that they brought up on Sirius this morning, though. If you go for it and you don't make it, but your kicker has made 36 consecutive kicks in a row, you're bitching because you didn't put your kicker in. And nobody knows about the sore foot. So,
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yep, exactly.
Well, if he would have made it, Brady would have had what, 50 seconds left on the field?
They said 55 seconds. Yeah. And that would have been.
I think that what Brady was waiting for. He like, please make this field goal so I can go out here and really show him what I can do.
I was gonna say that would have been interesting because it looked like it was.
Brady looked it off though. He looked it off like over. He was overzealous with some of them throws. It ain't helping. Antonio Brown dropped 2 balls.
No,
one went over his head. I think he got lost in the. No, he got lost in the rain or something, but like he turned his head this way, the ball went this way. I'm like, oh.
They're saying now 8:55 Eastern.
Wow.
I won't be standing up to watch that game.
Major props to the boys in the chat last night who answered a question for me at halftime because it was raining pretty hard and it was a pretty low scoring game and you guys played it to perfection. The over-under had switched at halftime to 36.5. So I asked for advice, and thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
We're good for something.
Final score, by the way, the final point was 36.
Total points.
Yeah, I was going to say, the final total, 36.
Good thing he missed that field goal, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, look at the Browns over and under was 51.5, and it was 14-7 final score. So
yeah, talk about the wrong prison inmate game.
But actually, you know what though? The money line was even. That's where you should have went on.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about that.
Only
I pretend to know
team
about
has allowed only 266 rushing yards in the first 4 games of this season. It's a new NFL record.
Who's that?
Team is the Browns.
Ooh.
They have only allowed 266 rushing yards total. That's impressive.
Wasn't Dalvin Cook talking shit about he was going to run all over the Browns, and what happened?
And then he went out being hurt. His pussy got hurt.
I was going to say, did he even play?
He did, and then he got hurt, and he came back.
He did.
Not according to my fantasy team, he didn't. No.
We're not going to talk fantasy football this week.
Oh yeah, sure.
I think we should. We definitely should.
I may luckily win 1 game out of all my leagues this week. That's it. It's been a rough go. I
think I broke even.
I gotta stop doing that flip flopping shit.
I got some. I need tonight's game to be a shootout.
And then, like I said, in our league, leave it to my dad to drop one of the best defenses to pick up Chicago, and
they go off.
Yeah, I was like, son of a bitch.
Because you dropped them before the Lions game.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, this shows you how bad my league is. Kaufman's 4-0.
Damn.
Wow.
That's right. I'm in.
He's the what's the name? You talking about the one Yahoo League, Adam?
Yeah.
Well,
God, are you beating me by
I didn't know that.
Points?
Doug just put it in the chat. He goes, "I'm 4-0 in Adam's league. I'd have never known that."
Been horrible losses, man.
Oh, you're killing me in the one league.
My losses been horrible, man. I lost by points. God.
The thing that's aggravating me this year is why is it when motherfuckers are sitting on my bench they go off? Like Cole Beasley, prime example, goes off last week. I put him in yesterday.
I put him in my lineup. He didn't do shit.
Then he's getting booed. What the fuck? You wonder why you're getting booed, asshole. Fantasy owners are not happy.
I'm in 2 survivor pools. One's a loser's pool where you have to pick a loser, and then one's a winner's pool. So the winner's pool is 244 people, or 244 picks were put in the first week. It's down to 101. Wow. The loser's pool had 78 picks. It's down to 40. So I
I'll tell you what,
got two picks in the losers. I lost yesterday, the damn Jets, a-holes. And then but I won my other one. What did I pick? I picked Philly to lose. The other one, I still have all three of my picks in the winners pool.
I got lucky the last 2 weeks on my Survivor one for Yahoo. I picked Baltimore last week, and thank God for Tucker and his 66-yarder because that saved my ass. And then I went out and almost bit the bullet this week because I had to wait. I picked the Bengals over the Jags on Thursday night.
I wanted to pick them so bad. I'm like, I just can't trust the Bengals yet.
I made that mistake too because I went out like a dummy and picked up their fucking defense, and they got me one whopping point in the ESPN league. I said, "Yep, goodbye. You'll be gone once I get a chance to get rid of you."
Yeah.
And then I think in Georgia's league, I made the mistake. I thought I had the Browns in, but I had Carolina. Yeah, thank you for the negative 40 points there, Carolina.
It's better than the -6.
I forget which league it is. I don't know if it's the Ohio League or the Show League. I think my receivers combined for 150 points. No, actually, throw in my tight end. I think they combined for 175 points.
Is it me or is it kind of a down year for tight ends?
Yeah. I got Logan Thomas in 3 leagues with a big fat 0 because he wanted to get hurt. The one time you get hurt.
I picked a dude from Miami who's supposed to be really good. He didn't do anything the first 2 games. Now I got Hooper in there because I think he's doing okay. But then all of a sudden the guy from Miami is going off the last 2 weeks.
That's just Brisket. Right. That's because Brisket's a check down quarterback.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know that it's a down year for tight ends. I just think it's an unpredictable year so far. You just
don't want to match in FanDuel yesterday, and Travis Kelce got me 4 points.
Now, Zolt, is it because of all the injuries?
4.
I don't even think it's that. I just think there's so many teams running different offenses from what we've seen, and just being completely different from what we've seen. Like Kelce getting 4 points. I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, that's just not what you expect.
That's Tyreek Hill going off for $187.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I didn't play him, but I picked up Dawson Knox before this week, who until a week ago I couldn't tell you what team he played for. I sure as hell know he plays for Buffalo now. Because that's 160 points on my bench.
I just think because of I don't know. It's just not the Browns or the Ravens. Everybody's having injuries.
Yeah,
it's a weird year for injuries this year. I don't think we've seen this many injuries in the first couple of weeks of the season.
And think about it all with wide receivers, it's all hamstring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or ACLs.
Yeah.
No, actually, sorry, running backs are ACLs.
No, running backs are the
receivers are. Yep.
Well, thankfully, Montgomery, it looks like, is not an ACL, but they're not going to update us till Wednesday.
Isn't that kind of? Does that mean you jinxed it, Zolt? Because I mean, he was initially a part of the trade. Remember?
he was part of another trade offer I made later that day too.
Right.
Montgomery, if I'm guessing that's going to come back as one of those MCL sprains, so he'll be out a few weeks. Who else was it that's out? Mixon was week to week. Now it's saying day to day. It's got a sprained ankle.
Oh, fuck! Sorry, I just had the shit scared out of me by some fucking cat running up on me.
You in the wrong hood, son.
Dude, he was letting me know that I was not allowed on my porch.
In the Ohio League, I had Montgomery and Hilaire starting at same time. I'm like, that made up for my receivers a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this one.
So I'm playing you then, Bird. I got that Monday night game going off. I need them.
Yeah, you'll probably beat me.
Do you guys actually pay attention to the projections, or you go by matchups of who they're playing?
I go by matchup.
I do a little bit of both.
Because I've been going by projections, and my guys have not been anywhere near their projections, and the guys that have been projected for less.
I go by matchup because projections, I mean, they usually don't really hit. Like
a lot of it also depends on where you're getting. A lot of it depends on where you're getting your projections from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like don't ever trust the website that you're using for projections.
I'm going off of Georgia's league.
I lean more towards matchups, but I throw a little bit of the projection in there too. Not as much, but
Yeah, I mean, look, Manning and Kaufman both say they projections suck and projections are worthless.
Yeah, I tend to go off of matchups only because everybody's point scoring system is so obscure anymore that.
Well, don't worry, everybody. I mean, I have the Browns defense, and I haven't started them the last 2 weeks. I will keep not starting them as long as they keep up doing what they're doing.
By the way, banging flavor right there, raspberry.
Pinkies up, bitch.
Pinkies are up. It's just too dark to see.
If I have a seltzer, it's got to be black cherry. I can't have anything else.
I believe I
That was a
see
good one.
Josh Jacobs is active tonight.
Bye-bye, Kenyon Drake and Peyton Barber, right?
Hey, was Gordon, Josh Gordon, active this week?
Yeah.
Did he play?
Was he? I didn't.
No,
think
He was on a side.
He's active this week.
Oh, okay.
Not active last week. He was practice squatted last week. He is active this upcoming week.
Gotcha.
And then does Bateman come back this week? 'Cause I know he was eligible to come back this week. Is he going to come back the next week then? I mean, not that Lamar is going to throw it to him, but
I thought Bateman came back this game.
Yeah, they ended up not. They didn't activate him for whatever reason. Neither him nor the other guy whose name I can't think of right now. There was two of them that were eligible to come off, and neither one did.
They played Le'Veon Bell yesterday.
And at no point in my life did I ever think that I would see Cincinnati in first and Pittsburgh sitting at the bottom. This is
weird. A three-way tie for
There's
first.
a three-way tie.
I was just looking at that, and
Right.
and there's only one other division that's better than the AFC North, and that is the AFC West.
The NFC West, yep.
AFC.
NFC West.
Nope.
NFC West has one of the tougher schedules as well.
No, I'm just talking about record-wise right now.
Because you got the Chargers, the Raiders.
You got the Chargers, the Raiders.
and the
Right
Chiefs.
now, yeah.
Or
you got-
Broncos.
We're still 3-1 despite that they lost yesterday.
You got LA or Las Vegas 3-0, Denver 3-1, Chargers 3-1, Kansas City 2-2. So if Chargers win, you got 3-1 and 2-2. The West in NFC, it's got Arizona 4-0, Rams 3-1, Seattle and San Francisco 2-2.
Chiefs should technically be 1-3, but we won't go there.
Yeah. But yeah, the only other division I think you could throw in NFC West, but I think the only division that's really tough right now is AFC West.
Yeah, who's the quarterback back in Denver now? Locke again?
Yes.
It's going to have to be.
Your boy Teddy B got a concussion.
That's actually because Teddy B is not a bad quarterback.
Nope.
He's a decent quarterback.
I mean, he's been doing the job.
The Bridger.
I saw McCaffrey is going to test the waters this week at practice.
They didn't
That's
put
good
him on
news.
IR?
No.
Nope.
Ooh.
No, they said his hamstring's feeling good enough that he wants to try practicing on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens.
Lord knows I need his ass back.
Those of you who were
Still got Chuba Hubbard.
This is yeah, we will get to the G-Man.
Guys, can you make that any bigger?
We'll get there.
All right.
The current, even all the way up through this game right now.
God damn, Clint's leading.
Ryan 36, Doug 38, Zolt 32, Clint 45,
Jesus Christ.
Akers 34. I've got 42. Suds with 20. Bruiser 34, Sean 41, Adam 37, Shruds. Oop, I didn't get his other one in there. Damn it.
Man, how many wins I got this week so far?
I didn't post Shruds' second one.
As long as I'm beating Akers, I don't care.
There we go. Shruds with the 38. Yeah, well, Suds failed to populate.
Give him.
So he's a big fat 0. And I can't even give him the average because it wasn't week 1 like we were with Shruds pulling him in. This was a blatant. Akers even put the schedule up there on Thursday, and he had.
He did because I asked for it because I needed the schedule.
And in all fairness, that schedule was there for 4 days. So
That sucked. Week 1 screwed me because I've been consistent the last 3 weeks.
Oh, sweet. I finished with double figures despite the fact I was horrible the first, like,
yeah,
that means
10, 13, 12, and 10. What?
Oh, there we go.
Clint, you are very
Finally.
consistent right now, dude.
no, because them first couple games, I looked at horror. I was like, ugh, some new results ain't happened. I'm like, no.
I got to start paying attention here.
And-
I actually picked the Lions this week.
There's a lot of us that did.
Yeah.
yeah, there were a lot.
We were smart for picking the Lions because of Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy was just. I can't say Matt Nagy was smarter than us. The Lions are who we thought they were.
And I don't think, Sean just got lucky because Sean was going to pick the
Yeah.
Jets until they got the fucking win, and he got lucky yesterday.
And the Giants. He picked the Jets and he picked
Yeah,
the
was
Giants.
I the lone wolf on that one?
Yeah, you were the lone
Yeah,
wolf
suck it.
on that one.
Suck
and you
it.
were the lone wolf. You were a double lone wolf because you also picked the Giants over the Saints.
That's right.
Oh, the Jets only won because the Titans ain't had a 2-star
Hey,
wide receiver.
listen, work the shaft, play the ball.
Oh my God.
See, and that's the thing. That losers survivor poll in, I put the Jets in on Wednesday, and all of a sudden they come out Friday saying both their receivers are done. I'm like, son of a. And you have to have your picks in by Thursday. I blame George.
There's a question in the chat about Gronk. Obviously, Gronk missed this week. He's expected to miss this coming week too.
Actually, 3 to 5 weeks. The ribs
What I'm reading here
are
is that
done.
the team is optimistic he'll be able to play in week 6.
The hell did he do?
Ribs.
Multiple ribs and a
I'm-
punctured lung.
Yeah, I heard punch
I-
him.
Well, that'll slow you down.
Put a little duct tape around it, be all right.
I made a call.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder who.
I cannot reveal my sources.
I think we talked
But
to
the
him.
last name begins with G.
I think we talked to him before.
Yeah, I know a guy. I got a guy. I always got a guy. Yeah, it's the optimism can be there all at once. The reality is they're jacked.
Do you think Denver puts up a better fight against Ravens if Teddy's in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they were only down, 14-7 before he got injured or something like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
When second quarter?
Something like that.
Yeah, second quarter.
Damn,
Didn't have backup tight end for Gronk.
Well, Brady didn't do too bad.
You're just looking at the Browns schedule. You figure you got the Chargers this week, and then you got the Cardinals at home. Like, that's a brutal stretch with coming up.
Before the
Man,
season,
Kyler
I
Murray's the madman right now.
before the season I said that going to LA was going to be a possible loss because Chargers are tough and you're on the road on the West Coast. There is nothing good about going out there right now.
Well, it's just going to suck right now because the next 2 weeks are 4:00 games. Even the home game against the Cardinals is 4:00.
Wait a minute. It's 4:00 against Chargers, 4:00 against Cardinals, 8:00 against Thursday night game.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be there. 3:30 in the afternoon we'll be tailgating, just to let you know.
So we're gonna get a live report.
Woo!
We have
Yeah,
Burridge on
really.
assignment.
We got
Go ahead.
Burridge on assignment. There we go.
Stop up at the Meat and Cleaver on section 533 for all your hot dogs, cheeseburgers, and beer needs.
We haven't got tickets yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be sitting up there somewhere.
I won't be working the food stand this game because it's a Thursday night, but yeah,
Yep.
we're there
Usually-
every Sunday for the home games.
We park in the pit all the time that way because that's the only lot you can go west out of. Everything else you got to go east before you go west. So
Listen,
I park-
when it comes to tailgating, I prefer the pit way over the Muni
Mhm.
lot.
I've been parking there for 15 years. Especially
When I
especially
think of
during the
Burridge-
Steelers game when a train came by with a Steelers flag hanging
And
out.
everybody throws their shit at the
Oh
train.
my god,
You
that
just see
guy
this-
was trucking like a mother.
You see just this wave of trash like start to billow over to the railroad tracks.
Phew. You thought Bottlegate was worse.
Listen, if I gotta argue with one more motherfucker over why I have to take their bottle caps before they serve them.
Now, Michael David just put out there, shout out to my favorite coach, Andy Reid. I put this out there on our chat. Andy Reid, I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't.
No question.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't disagree. I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you don't think.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous. He's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, there's no question. That's to me, he's the first ballot.
I like his comment after the game too. They're like, so, he's like, how did it feel back and forth? He's like,
But Doug, no, that's not.
I got a good Philly cheese.
That's not Bruiser.
It's not Bruiser, Doug. It's not Bruiser, Doug.
And he's sitting outside.
And he's outside.
To take two teams to 100 wins, it's impressive. Very, very impressive. And actually, I think he's got. I think he's
to the Super Bowl.
I think he's actually gotten better. And you can say he's probably had better players, but I think he's gotten better with the Chiefs than when he was with Philly.
Yeah, you got weapons in Philly. I mean, outside of McNabb and
I was going to
Westbrook,
say he
can't really have no good weapons except the 1 year with T.O. Well, that was like 8 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had the shot at it, And the thing is you make it there the first time in the second. Well, sorry, Marv Levy excluded. But Denver, they failed off the first couple of times. They got there later on. It just happens to work out in a weird way.
Yeah.
I mean, so no, kudos to him for, tattooing it and, getting it, because yeah, it would suck if you get there and you just don't win the damn thing.
And he kind of got railroaded out of Philly too.
Yeah, that was BS. I can agree with that.
Hey George, see that?
Yep. Hang on. We can zoom, drag you in. There you go. He is pointing
George's
at
bottle opener,
bright orange bottle cap holder.
That's the one thing I hate. That's one thing I hate about moving the TV. I can't since I moved it behind me. I can't watch the damn games anymore while we're on the show. Oh well.
Oh, you'll figure something out. Trust me.
Hot tub.
Touche.
Just put a stand in front of the hot tub and do the show from there.
Hot tub stream coming up.
Just don't make me stand up because I'm gonna not wear any trunks.
Oh. Oh, and
well, okay then.
Only 8:40, and we.
Moving on. Next subject.
Yes, next subject.
It did not take long to jump that shark. Doggy.
Hey, it's Chuck Norris would do in dodgeball.
Damn. Oh man. I mean, damn. Yeah. Okay. Let's catch up. You want to pop that news about in the baseball playoffs?
Yes, it just came up about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago that during the playoffs this year, I don't know if they're going to implement it next year during the season, but this year during the playoffs there will not be if a game goes to extra innings, there will not be starting with a runner on second base.
Oh, they said it was this year and next.
My buddy posted it on Facebook. Let me see real quick. Let me read the comment or read the what
article.
It says the runner on second in extra innings rule will not be in effect during the playoffs this year and moving forward. So I don't know if that means regular season next year or just in the playoffs every year. I don't know, but so they will not have that rule in effect for the playoffs this year and probably or possibly beyond.
It must not have went over too well, huh?
You know what? I still don't have a opinion on it. I really don't. It's weird because I mean, I understand why they're doing it because they don't want to have a 5-hour game, but on the other flip side is it's not baseball. You want to, play it the way it was. So I don't know. I see the pros and cons to it.
So, as much as I was really hoping that Seattle would sneak one through,
or even the Blue Jays.
They were, but the Mariners had the A's and the Angels in their last 15.
Really, Sean?
Last 15 games. And they almost ran the table. They only lost 3 out of those last 15 and thought for sure they'd sneak up into that last spot.
Well, I think I speak on behalf of all of us when I say I hope to God it's the Tampa Bay Chicago ALCS.
Yeah, I can go with that. Does it really matter?
I really don't even want Chicago just because they rivals.
Could the stadium just blow up?
If I had to pick somebody, I guess Chicago, but I don't want Chicago because they're rivals.
I'm going to call them the Tampa Bay, or no, I'm going to call them the Montreal Rays.
Exactly.
Montreal Rays. Give me a break.
No,
don't get Sean started.
Nope.
It's going to happen, George.
I want it to happen.
All right. On the other
baseball
side of the
back
fence,
in Montreal.
On the other side of the fence, we've got the Dodgers or the Cards. The Cards,
but they went nuts the last 20 games.
Yeah, they pulled off, and the sad part is like I said, nobody was paying attention to Seattle doing the same trick. Yeah. Never even got brought up, but the Cards just.
What was their streak at?
16 or 17.
Yeah,
16.
I actually thought they were going to actually tie the Indians there for a minute.
Then they lost. They lost 4-0.
Yeah. So out of the Dodgers or the Cards, who would go?
You got to go with the Dodgers.
I'd rather see the Cardinals.
I'd rather see the Cardinals too, but I mean the Dodgers are just tough. But you know what? You got the Cardinals with the hot hand, so it's the.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Cardinals, I guess.
Braves, Brewers.
I want Brewers.
You know what? The Giants Brewers championship would be a good series.
Giants, Brewers, Rays, and White Sox. Who goes to the big dance?
Montreal and San Francisco.
I'd love to see the Brewers make it, though.
I do too, because it's a small market team. I think
right.
It would, and they just won the NBA title, and Tampa Bay's always seems like their teams are always in the last couple of years. So
since we
number ones get bounced in White Sox and Brewers.
Wait a minute, we just said Tampa Bay.
I said, but what if?
Oh.
What if?
What if what? Chicago ain't going.
No.
Or you can have Chicago, San Francisco. That could be a good series.
That might be a good series too. You know what? I always like when it's like I hate when they're both either on the East Coast or both on the West Coast. I love when there's the World Series is East Coast versus West Coast or Midwest versus West Coast. I think that makes it such a better series to watch. In my opinion, that's just me.
Fair enough.
I'd like to see Tampa Bay.
It's teams that I don't want none of the big market teams to go to the World Series.
But like I said,
Yankees, I don't want no Red Sox. I don't want no Dodgers.
Like I said in the chat the other day, I would love to. I love
don't
Tampa
want the White
Bay.
Sox because they're rivals. But I mean, out of all the teams that's there, it's like, well, they're the one that you kind of would want.
I love Tampa Bay, but they are a minor league team. Or minor league city. They are a minor league city. No one cares about baseball there. The only time they care about baseball in Tampa Bay is during spring training because the Yankees are down there for their spring training. And they get 10 to 15,000 people there a game because most of the people that live down in Florida are from the Northeast. So they want to go see the Yankees. But if you got your team who is what was their record again, George? I didn't see if you can go back to see their record again. I think they got 100 wins. I think it was the first time in their franchise history they got 100 wins. I think right
they
on the nose.
162, I think. Something like that.
No, that's the whole season.
No, he's saying 100 wins and 62 losses.
Yeah.
For the Rays?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, you don't hit around that you're going to be splitting home games between Tampa Bay and Montreal without the idea that you're possibly going to move to Montreal.
Well, they've been
Sorry about that.
discussing that, but the Canadian government has got a lot of red tape going through right now, and that's why I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, you know what's weird is the fact that, like, you know, Burge, you were saying how the only time they give a shit about baseball is when the Yankees are in town. It's awfully funny how the Yankees spring training stadium is right across from the football stadium in Tampa.
Yeah. And like I said, most of the people that live in Florida now are from the Northeast or whatever, so that they want to go see the Yankees all the time. But like I said, I would love to see the attendance figures for the last like month or two when Tampa Bay was just going nuts. And I bet you any money it's only and the ballpark sucks. I gotta admit, it really is a crappy ballpark. You know, who wants to play in a dome in Tampa Bay? But no, it's basically the city and the owners are like this right now. They've been like that for years, and it sucks because I think it could be a good major league city. But
Mayor's name isn't Mike White, is it?
Yeah. Negative.
Okay, just checking.
But you can't blame ownership. They're putting a very good product on the field. They're in the playoffs every year, and they're not getting the people to watch the game. So and
it sucks that they stole a coach from the Indians, you know, team, Kevin Cash. He was a fucking bullpen coach, and look at him now.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't blame them for looking. The same thing with Oakland. I don't blame them for looking at other places to play. You know, out in Oakland, the owners said they'll throw in so much money just to get a new stadium, and the city is telling them, nah. So, I don't know.
LA's a little train wreck anyways.
Yeah. No, Oakland.
Or Oakland, well, that whole area.
Well, look, I mean, even like the Golden State Warriors moved down to downtown San Francisco. Oakland Raiders moved out.
Yep.
And if they don't play their card right, they're going to have nobody in Oakland, no professional team in Oakland anymore. So, yeah, I think Oakland A's will probably move to Vegas. I think hockey and football have shown that you can have pro teams in Vegas with all the betting, and I think they go there. And I think baseball should be in Montreal still. I do. That's just, I don't know.
Adam, did you get a chance to get that catch up with the NASCAR stuff from today?
That's usually Bruiser's topic.
The race ain't waiting.
We had a winner.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace. Mother Nature won, but Bubba gets the win. But either way, he still gets his first win.
So it's rain shortened race.
Yeah, because I think somebody said in one of the chats that like their forecast chart was calling for rain all the way to Thursday. Like this was their best chance to get it in, and they got in what they could get in.
I said it. I said it was supposed to rain all the way through until Thursday, and they were giving 80% shots at rain the whole damn time. So it's like, dude, why would you turn around and it's like, oh, well, we can squeeze it in right here.
I think they had the same issue last year at Texas or a couple of years ago in one of the early October races or November kind of thing toward the end of the season where it rained on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think they ended up running the race on like Wednesday finally, like during the day. And then they had to rush everybody out because you figure you're in Texas still on Wednesday. You got to get to the next track by Sunday.
Well, I was going to say, and if it's like that, why not have to pull an NFL and you got to push it back?
Because NASCAR's already feel like they got a long enough season and it's and hectic as it is, and they want to end it before Christmas.
They do have a long season. I was when was it
Bruce?
Bruce?
This race back Thursday. You got qualifying for next week's race that you got to take care of.
Well, if they would do qualifying, but they don't.
If they do qualifying, this whole crap of oh well, if you got this many points, this is the qualification setup.
They go by speeds the week
That's
before.
still a bunch of crap.
I think Bruiser put out the schedule for next year for NASCAR. I think they only had like one weekend off. I'm like, dude, that's a hell of a long season.
And
we
you
only
start
got
in
one weekend off.
February, and you go through to March, or I mean February through till November.
That's a hell of a long season.
And then you figure you get December and January. You get 2 months off, and then you're back at it again. But I mean, in the meantime, you might have that time off, but you're out testing and you're out doing different things for the different cars and stuff like that. So I mean, it's never really an off season. You're constantly doing something.
Right. And of course, those guys are racing too. A lot of those guys are doing the Xfinity?
Double.
Yeah, they're doing and so they're racing 2 times a weekend.
There's some guys have done it 3.
With the truck series.
They do the truck series. Yep.
Yeah.
So, Bruiser had it. Of course, he's not on right now. There was this chance to do his NASCAR thing, and I worked until 5 o'clock, so I didn't get to see any of the race and didn't do anything with it.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say, being a weekday. The other elephant kick that just got kicked up here this afternoon is this story in Washington with the Washington football team. And
yes, I know nothing about this story.
This is something that just literally just popped up because there is no information on it. They're just saying that it's being very hush-hush locked down as far as what exactly he's been investigating for. But he did not travel with the team to Atlanta.
They said they came in, FBI raided the headquarters or his office or something?
The headquarters of the team.
Of the team.
You get this sucks. This happens after y'all nice win y'all had, and then y'all celebrated, what was it, Ron Rivera's 1 year
cancer free or whatever.
Cancer free, and then this.
Well, the thing is this another one of those
football
situations?
Team, right? The football team.
Is this another one of those situations? I mean, they haven't said anything yet. It's kind of like the Ohio State and the Michigan issues that they were having with the trainers and the doctors and all that shit.
I know. You know what? I think it's more towards like what with the Angels dude, where
the drugs.
It was, I think I don't know. I haven't read any. This is the first time reading it, but anytime they do something like this, it's more towards
narcotics,
prescribing drugs and shit like that.
And it says here, before his time with Carolina, Vermillion spent 1 season as Washington's director of rehab. Before that, he spent 9 seasons on Don Shula's staff with the Dolphins, 4 as a head trainer, 5 as the rehabilitation director. So, very interesting.
How ironic would that be if he's out there giving out the fucking pills and drugs and he was a rehab director or rehabilitation? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's still on there. I don't know if it's still on there, but there was a documentary on Netflix about that whole thing where the doctor, when the whole steroid thing came out, they do a documentary on him, and he basically was like, it was prescribed, nobody questioned it, so if it's prescribed, I give it to the guys, basically.
I know which one you're talking about. That was one with Conte, wasn't his name? Conte. Yeah.
Like somewhere out in Miami or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. I'm doing my Doug Kaufman impersonation with my cat. Oh, sorry.
I think you might have just got that in time because Doug just said, "Okay, kickoff later, boys." So Doug's gone.
No, he's been gone for about a whole up in 6 minutes.
Yeah, Conte was his name. Who the hell was the player that he was?
Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez.
Yes, it was. Yeah, but yeah, it was. He was down in Miami. You're right.
That's Rodriguez, that guy.
Yeah,
and literally had a notebook pad of the guys' names with their phone numbers and what they were taking.
There she is.
Yeah, it was. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the first 20 minutes is I'm like, Jesus. I had to turn it off. I was like, holy crap.
Right.
How you doing, Colleen? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, that was something that popped up in our other chats.
But here's the thing:
Yeah,
how I don't know how to put this, but
carefully.
does it? Yeah, well, thank you. That's what she said.
We've missed you.
Thank you.
We're just waiting for one more thing.
What? How does this happen more often with all the pro sports teams? Like all the other leagues, or is this just a hit and miss with a couple guys that just go rogue?
Well, I mean, right now we're hearing just way too much about different trainers and such between the Olympics, between college sports, not just football. But
I'm not talking about the Olympic stuff. I'm talking about like the drugs and shit like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even in the Olympics. I mean, it's like, performance enhancement all of a sudden is taking center stage.
Yeah.
Before it was like, well, that's not considered, steroids. Everybody was on all the steroids, but it's like, no. Well, here's something that it's not steroids, but they changed the terminology of performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Or supplements. Sorry.
That's what you just said, because if you go into GNC, like even like the pre-workouts and stuff like that, even on those labels, it says not approved by such and such like sports committee or things. So even like shit that you could get at like GNC, like you can get popped for in like major league sports and get in trouble for it.
Yep.
See, I've said this on the show many times. It's Major League Baseball sold their soul with Sosa McGuire taking all that shit.
Oh yeah,
just so they can get the ratings and the money back in after they screw themselves over with the strike.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I was going to say, I'm going to turn around and get our 246 up here. Since it's about that time, we'll turn around and get the hot dog with Mr. Mike Stanley. We're going to take a quickie timeout.
Oh, fucking Mike Stan.
Oops, wrong video.
I was walking around with my hound one day. She come along with a poodle and it started to play. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, ooh, hot dog. I said, honey, our puppies are drawing attention. She said, come on inside, I'll show you the whole collection. Hot dog, yeah, hot dog, hot dog, ooh, hot dog. With this woman child, she dealt me 3 of a kind, and every one of them wild. Hot dog, hot dog, yeah, hot dog, ooh, hot dog. She said, let's spin the bottle, and we spun it mightily. When the spunner got to spinning, it was pointed at me. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. I think I'm getting lucky. Hot dog, I might be getting me some. Said she had an infomaniac sister. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, ooh, hot dog. We went out for ice cream. I said, honey, I'm down to my stick. She said, my mouth is so dry, I wish I had something to lick. Hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog! Oh, hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog! I might be getting lucky. It's hot!
And definitely gotta get that little bad boy updated too. I was gonna say, is that an echo?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Sean might have muted now, I think.
No, I muted him.
No.
That's where the echo is coming from. I'm like, wait a minute, echo, echo, echo. Seriously. What in the blue blazes?
I was going to say, I should have had my mic off or camera off and muted.
Well, now we're getting bad feedback from you.
From me?
Yep. That's that 3-second echo on your phone or your laptop. Hey, how you doing, Chris? I know you too much partying with those Dodgers out there. I know. It's all right. We appreciate the love, man. That is Chris from Chris Rips. He's the one who we had as a guest on a few weeks back. Went out to the national show and got all that awesome mem autographed. It was very cool.
All right, am I good now?
Maybe.
Well, you're never good.
Well, no, we know this.
Right.
I'm just not.
Yeah,
I'm just not turning my
camera. He
camera.
plays along.
Right, I'm just not putting my camera on because I'm shoving my face full of lasagna right now.
Oh, that's probably hot.
Oh, he's eating.
Quick little 5-second video and out.
He's like,
It's so good.
Wait, hit your lip? Oh.
Oh, God. No. Oh, hell no.
I came back for this.
Right?
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry. We can just turn around. I can just, it's like, dude,
Just go back out, Zolt.
Go ahead and I can just, he can tag back in when he's done.
When he's done eating.
Yeah, when he's done eating. Go ahead and eat, dude. Go ahead and eat. Crying out loud, eat.
What are we going to move on to next? Picks?
I was just going to bring up the schedule.
Prison inmate game number 1.
Oh, God.
I feel bad for the people of London, though.
Oh.
Like, that's the best we could give you?
Yeah.
I kind of put on Facebook. I said I hate these 1:00 games when I wake up at 6:00 in the morning. I have to wait all so long.
Well, you got a 9:30 game this week.
I still hate. No, I still don't want a London game.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna say this. Yes, we have a London game, and yes, it's this game. But at least there's going to be a little bit of scoring in this game because there's a couple numbers coming up down the schedule I don't know that I've seen before.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, boy. Do you honestly think they're going to put it? They'll put a team in London?
I don't see how you can.
I do. I think they will.
NFL Europe did not go well.
Yeah, but every time you see these games in England, it's just in England, not Europe, just in England. Those things are sold out like crazy.
But here's the thing: if you had Christmas every single month, would it be just meticulous, or is it something you'd look forward to every single month?
I look forward to it every single month.
Yeah, I would too.
there's also something to be said. NFL Europe was, how do I want to put this?
Minor league.
But
At best.
Yeah. I mean,
Was it better than the XFL?
those guys couldn't even make
It
the
wasn't
make the
good to
practice
watch.
squad. Yeah.
It was not good to watch.
You know what was better than them? Arena Football League was better than the NFL Europe.
I did like the Rhine Fire's helmet though. That was pretty badass.
They did have some pretty cool jerseys out there. There you go.
Right.
Get some NFL Europe jerseys there, Jorge.
I mean,
Good luck finding them.
I was
Some
gonna say,
people-
that would be the tough part.
I mean, you could make the argument that the FCF was better than NFL Europe.
What was that? I'm sorry.
You could make the argument that the FCF was better than NFL Europe.
Saying the Mr. FCF owner himself.
I know. I still do. Jacksonville's just playing themselves out of Jacksonville. They're just they can't survive.
Think?
They can't
I
survive
don't
there.
remember. I can't remember who the owner is.
Con.
And guess what? This dude's got a lot invested right there in Jacksonville.
Yeah, but he also has a lot of investment.
Especially with AEW.
I was just going to bring that up.
You know, I don't want to bring this up, but since we're discussing Jacksonville, do we want to talk about the Urban Meyer thing?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I will.
He's
say
like
this,
he's like
though.
every other man. Who cares?
After this past weekend, though, I did see somewhere where they put the over/under on his suddenly having a health condition at about 4 more weeks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I knew
Yeah,
I knew that 2 months ago.
I said week 8. Week 8.
Only time I liked him was when he was the Bowling Green coach. But no, that his health, yeah, it's. I mean, he'll go for the trifecta. It was first Florida, then it was Ohio State, now it's Jacksonville. I mean, it's
USC's
coming.
open.
It's coming. Just don't know when.
All righty.
He ain't going. Did you say USC?
Yeah.
No.
Thursday night game.
Listen, damn it, the NFL.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought he was done eating. Was he done eating?
So a little piece of cheese hanging out the chin.
I was just gonna say, wasn't there something?
Saving it for later, bro.
Hey, that wasn't Mike.
Oh, that's true.
He said,
not
"This is my topic. Let me in."
I'm helping you out, bud.
Had the NFL not treated that like a fucking redheaded stepchild, the NFL Europe would have been productive.
And Sean would have had every single jersey they made.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find their fucking jerseys. I could get mini helmets, but
No shit, where at?
through eBay, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
They did have some kick-ass jerseys.
They did.
But see, I agree with Zoll. A lot of those guys were just, they couldn't even make the practice squads on NFL teams.
Well, yeah, a lot of those guys were, either practice squad or
Late draftees. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
even
But see-
drafted.
But
They
see,
were
that's
even
where
drafted.
you can throw. That's where I think the NFL can throw some money down at the Arena League. They can make that kind of like a minor league. I know it's it's a whole
the
different ball game.
XFL
The Rock trying to do that with the XFL.
The XFL is going to end up.
You want to make like a minor league for life.
But if you look at like when the Cleveland Gladiators were playing, like right in the middle to end of the season for the Arena Football League, it all of a sudden you see all these people getting taken away from NFL teams because they wanted them there for training camp. I'm trying to make a point about Arena Football League. I don't need to know damn thing
Sorry.
about nursery.
Yeah, I mean, he already
All
took
right.
over the room with the mural.
We got a sub conversation going on here.
I know. So
Yeah, the kid's already got the room with the mural. Nope.
I think they could put some money towards. I mean, I know the Arena Football League hasn't been around for a couple years, but it was popular a couple years ago. Man, people loved watching it, and I think a lot of players went to training camps for NFL teams with them.
Cleveland had a couple of them that got either workouts or got invited to training camps to go work out. And the only issue with that was there was a guy by the name of Ivan Soto who is like a big football player union guy. And that's where the downfall of the Arena Football League came, because all the players unionized. And the problem is when you're only drawing probably at the most, I think the league average is like 8,000 to 10,000 fans. Now as a team owner, you're having to, these guys are all unionized and there's extra costs, and it fell apart.
Yeah. It was fun to watch, I can tell you that.
I had season tickets for the longest time, and my cat and dog are starting to fight now.
That was like a great. You can get like seats, $40 seats, and be like 5 rows away from the field. It was a great time to go.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Burridge.
Yes.
Rams at the Seahawks for Thursday night's game.
Ooh.
Thursday night. Seahawks coming off the win, the Rams coming off the ass whooping.
At Rams?
It is at the Seahawks.
Oh, at Seahawks? Shit.
That's what she said.
Give me the Rams.
Damn. I was going to say, Doug's not on. That
Did you mumble something there?
Sorry, it's clear my throat.
Oh,
No,
just
I
making
think
sure.
you meant to mumble something, but it got picked up.
Hot mic.
All right. Mr. Zolt.
Bounce back for the Rams. Seahawks front line looked kind of shaky there for a little bit. I think that O-line once again is going to be a downfall, especially this week. Give me the Rams.
Clint.
I'm always in Russ we trust, but yeah, that line looked bad, and 99 a little upset after yesterday's loss. Getting ran down like that, I'm gonna give him at least 3 sacks. Yeah, and Rams gonna win. Sorry, Russ, but can't pick you this week.
That means he's going with the Rams, George.
Yeah, it's not like Akers after a 12-minute discussion.
He's like,
I want to talk about my favorite quarterback for a little while. I can't. Just can't do it this week.
It super sucks for me because in one league I have the Rams, in the other league I have the Seahawks.
Yeah, your whole team's the Seahawks.
I am in deep caca no matter which way I go, but I am picking the Rams.
Well, it's funny. I knew, obviously we knew who Clint was taking, and we bring up Akers. It's like Akers would be like Rams or Seattle, watermelon. That's what it's like.
Yeah, the fact that you
he'd be like,
Akers,
back in 1984 when they played.
Oh, Ryan, I set it up. We're waiting for the infamous quote from you, sir.
Fuck you, Akers.
Thank you. It's like, what, set it up? Come on.
You took my words away. I was going to call him what you called Doug.
Sean, who would you like?
Who's the home team again?
Rams at the Seahawks.
Rams.
Adam.
God, I don't know why, but something's telling me to take the Seahawks, but I'm not going to. Rams.
It's called Lone Wolf.
Always distrust.
No, there's still a guy.
The gut instinct. Always distrust him.
If I could just do that with fantasy, I'd be doing a lot better too.
Adam, we'll start with you on. Oh God!
Don't tell me you're gonna do the fucking London game, you asshole.
Prison inmate game number 1. The Jets at the Falcons.
Flip a coin for me.
Oh, coin flip.
You don't have one near you, do you?
Do they make coins?
No, it's.
I got
here
Bitcoin.
somewhere. Where the hell did it go?
Yeah, flip that.
You can flip that to some dollars.
I was just gonna say, where the hell is it? Uh-oh. Bryce has been in the room.
Want me to go get one?
The coin is
That's all right.
gone.
I'll take the Falcons as much as I don't want to. I think the Jets might surprise them, but I'm leaning towards the Falcons.
Oh, I know what we could do. I was gonna say, I know what we could do.
Odds or evens?
Daddy.
Damn, Zolt, your kid's talking already?
Where is that?
On a side note, the one night banana stand Bill Rose has a pilled out bitch trying to buy a car at his dealership right now.
Oh no! Why is he not going live?
I am currently getting live updates through Messenger. He said she's a little left up. She started stacking their K-cups in the corner of the dealership and started organizing shit.
Hire her.
I'm sorry. Are we still on Jets Falcons?
Yeah.
I said Falcons.
You said Falcons. George is in his own little world.
I'll go Falcons.
No, I've just in case anybody else would like to, I have a wheel.
Oh, cute.
Holy Christ.
Say Falcons.
Actually, I'm gonna go Jets. Trust me, hey, I'm like dead last out of everybody that's done full weeks.
George, you just lost a couple points because of this.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Man literally made a wheel.
Well, I didn't have a coin.
You could have done it green.
Oh, it doesn't. I didn't get the goddamn colors.
Well,
blue is much superior to green.
You're the producer.
So is it the Falcons and the Winnipeg Jets?
That is. No, they're like navy, aren't they? A little bit. No, they're a little light blue too.
So next up, Sean.
There is no home team. It's in London.
Is it London?
Yeah.
Who's the home team in London?
Give me
the Jets.
They can play in the fucking street and it wouldn't matter.
I have to agree with Adam on that one.
Clint.
Oh man, it's gonna be a tough one. Hey Zoe, you got some numbers for me?
I do.
I'm putting a lifeline right now.
You want me to spin the wheel for you, Clint?
Hey,
over under is 10.
Here's some numbers for you, Clint. They suck.
I know that.
Believe it or not, the over/under is a respectable 46.
But that's you can do that for any NFL game.
46. I'm assuming they're expecting a shootout, so I'll take Matt Ryan over Zach Wilson. So I'm going with the Falcons.
Right.
I need Mike Davis to go off.
Yeah, sorry, he lost that spot to Cordell Patterson, buddy.
Well, if McCaffrey comes back, I won't have to worry about it.
Ryan, who do you like?
I really want to go with the Jets, Jets, but I'm going to go with the Falcons. Only because they screwed me on my losers pool, so I'm going with the Falcons.
That'll teach them.
Yeah, god damn it.
I was going to say, I'm going with the Jets. Zolt, Lions at the Vikings.
Vikings. It doesn't matter who the other team is.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And also, keep in mind, it's really looking like Frank Ragnow will be out for this coming week. So obviously, something is broken. Some bone is sticking out of his chest or something. It looks like he's going to be out. Taylor Decker is going to be out. On the D line, Romeo Aquara tore his Achilles, so
Jesus.
I don't think he's coming back.
There's been a shitload of Achilles injuries this year.
Yeah. So, they're beat up, and it's not looking too hot. And they didn't look too hot either. So, go figure.
Let me ask you this question, since we have a Detroit Lions fan on Zolt.
Where?
What do you think? What do you think of Dan Campbell? Or is it too soon?
It's definitely too soon. At the same time, though, he definitely brings in energy.
I was going to say a breath of fresh air. I was going to say
it's
that.
Definitely a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
He definitely shows his inexperience at times, but obviously you're inexperienced until you're experienced. So I don't necessarily have a problem with him per se yet. I mean, he has no personnel to speak of. So, like I said, I was very impressed when we were in the game against the Ravens. I was not so impressed that we weren't in the game against the Bears. So I don't expect to be in the game against the Vikings. So,
in Minnesota at that.
Right. I mean, we knew we were a bad team. We're playing like a bad team. This is going to be rough. I mean, it's about what we expected. So if we can just, keep staying competitive against teams that maybe necessarily we shouldn't be competitive, I mean, that's a win. I'll take it. And otherwise, we got a lot of draft picks coming up.
Trez, who do you want? Lions and
Vikings.
Adam.
What the hell they say? Skull or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, but you took my line, you bastard.
Sorry.
Wow. Clint.
It's like fantasy football. You took my player, damn it.
Yeah, fuck off. Somebody did that to me, so I had to get somebody back.
Clint.
Oh man. Do I really have to tell you who I'm picking here? I ain't picking the Lions to win nothing else.
Wow.
You'd pick the Lions if Andy Dalton was a quarterback in Minnesota.
That's a good.
I still want to pick that.
No, because he's still got Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
And Jefferson and Thielen.
And Thielen yeah.
Vikings there, Jorge.
All right. Prison inmate game number 2. The Saints at Washington football team. Clint.
I knew he was gonna start with me with this one.
I was waiting for him to start with me again to be in a prison inmate game.
I got the wheel. The wheel is up. If you want the
We might have leaned that way with this game.
wheel. If you want the
You know
wheel-
what? No. Give me Heineken. Give me the football team.
Ooh, he says he wants the Washington. Adam.
Thinking the same thing. I was thinking Washington's a home team. They're riding that hot win over the shitty Falcons.
Well, I was going to say, you never know which team you're getting out of either.
What? Right, because I mean, which Saints team's going to show up? The one that blew out Green Bay or the one that got beat by the Giants? I mean, so if they get, I'm going to go with Washington.
But you got to admit, they also put up 30 points. Their defense played a little bit better, which has always been the Saints' downfall. Has always been their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Burridge.
Washington. After all that bullshit, Washington.
Sean. Trez, what do you want?
Give me the football team.
Zolt.
I was watching part of that Washington game this past week, and a quote comes to mind that I read shortly thereafter. It's like, we went into this fantasy season expecting Washington to be a top 5 defense, and they look like a bottom 5 defense right now. Give me the Saints.
Wow.
Zolt brings the facts.
And I went with the wheel, and the wheel says
The wheel.
the Saints.
You have to spin
Organized.
the wheel while it's on, George. So we can.
I just
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
He plays one game of Wheel of Doom, and now he's got his own wheel.
What?
It's the new. Everybody's doing it, bro.
I was going to say,
boy.
you got a copy off of everybody. Fuck them.
Peer pressure.
Next up, really? Patriots at the Texans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, he doesn't play.
Let me give you a number for this one.
Oh, please do. Please
40.
do. I was going to say Belichick versus rookie quarterbacks.
This over under.
Oh, dear Lord.
It is sub 40.
I was going to say 36.
It's 39 and a half. But
Yeah.
still.
I said 40. I was close,
30,
goddammit.
Yes, it's 39 and a half.
Mm.
And I ain't even got to tell you, who's favored.
Davis Mills.
So, does anybody want the Texans?
Negative, Ghost Rider. Patterns full.
I kind of figured.
The man at one point had 8 yards and a half. I don't think nobody wanted to text him.
Who texted yesterday? Someone said that he had more interceptions than he had yards.
It's tough.
I hate to give Akers credit, but I think it was him.
Newsflash: Houston is bad.
Oh, I thought you were going to say newsflash. Akers actually brought up a good point.
Okay, next up, Dolphins at the Bucks. Anybody want the Dolphins?
This is the only double-digit spread so far this week.
Dude, speaking of double-digit spread, how the hell did Buffalo 17 points and they covered it?
Called it.
Covered it easy.
Exactly. Anytime I see a point spread over 10 points in an NFL game, I just see you later. I ain't watching. I ain't even dealing with you.
296 points on the defense. I was happy.
I will say this: the Buffalo defense was one hell of a fantasy investment.
Yes, it was.
Austin had them on FanDuel yesterday. Stay thirsty, my friends.
All right,
drink to
now to a more realistic game. Interesting one. The Packers at the Bengals. This one could be interesting. I will start off on the ledge, and I will say the Bengals.
Believing in them this year, are you? I think T. Higgins is back this week, too.
I mean, it's
Should be.
weird. Zolt.
Go with the Pack just because they're the Pack.
Ryan? We'll take some numbers.
I'm
on
going
this
with.
if you got them.
Yeah.
Dude, when you lose to the Bears, you suck. I'm going with the Packers.
Over under 49 and a half. Green Bay's favored by 3.
That's only 3? I'm still going with the Packers.
What?
You lost to the Bears. Come on.
Come on, man. Aaron all day, every day. I mean,
Sean.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Adam?
Discount double check. Rogers.
Now I brought up. I sent an email to Terry Pluto, guy that writes for the, Cleveland Plain Dealer and everything, and I said, hey, can they flex games on Saturday nights? Because what if on Christmas Day, Packers Browns are at 4:30, then you have the Colts and the Cardinals at 8:30. If both the Browns and the Packers go into that game with 3 or 4 losses apiece, wouldn't you want that as your primetime game, 8 o'clock?
I would imagine they would.
they'll probably flip it around.
Yeah, I would imagine they would have to finagle something.
But they actually have rules on where you, how the NFL and TV stations, companies can, flip games and all that. They had nothing on Saturday night games. So I would think if both of them had 3 losses going into that game, you would want that as your primetime game without a
Right.
doubt.
Who was the other one?
Yeah.
Colson, who?
Baker Mayfield's
Cardinals.
first game in Lambeau.
Ooh.
I think
Colts
that
and
might be.
Cards.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a snooze fest.
Right.
Next up, Adam, we'll start with you. Broncos at the Steelers. Prison inmate game number 3.
If Teddy Bridgewater was playing, I might be liable to take the Broncos, but since he's not, I'm gonna have to go with fucking old fucking frail arm, noodle arm, fucking Ben.
That is a hell of a name. How do you fit that on a jersey?
Wait.
Right. Real thin.
10.
Broncos.
Trez still wants Broncos. I will pick the Steelers. Just one time. Clint.
So I hesitate if Teddy Bridgewater playing.
I know.
I can't trust Drew Lock. I can't do it. Who that home?
Pittsburgh.
Going Broncos.
Really?
Yeah. Defense.
Zolt.
I trust Drew Lock just slightly more because at least he's got a week to prepare as opposed to just being thrown into a game.
Right.
I'll take the Broncos. I'm not happy with it. Taking the Broncos with my fingers crossed that maybe Teddy comes back.
Yeah, same here.
Mr. Burridge.
Draw.
That's a tie.
The wheel
That's a tie in.
No,
Oh, what? Yeah,
two of my least favorite teams of all time. I'm gonna go Broncos. Nope. Damn well I ain't gonna go with Steelers. Broncos.
George, who'd you pick?
I picked the Steelers.
Damn it. Well, I mean, I know there's more
What the
guys I
hell
got to
does
pick.
my picks have to do with it?
No, I thought I was going to lone wolf the Steelers of all teams. That'd have been fucking weird.
Well, Doug and Akers and Suds haven't picked yet either.
Suds will probably
Oh,
forget
and-
again.
This was also one of the numbers that I bumped on, and it was their over-under is 40.5. So just ugly.
Okay.
There are some shitty games this week.
Game number 4.
No, right?
Number 4. Good God. The Eagles are at the Panthers. The Eagles are at the Panthers, and Adam, I'm going to start with you.
Of course you will.
Yes, I am.
The Panthers are a better team at home, but I just don't know how Jalen Hurts is tough right now. I mean, the way he's playing. Fuck it, spin the wheel for me.
Woo!
All right. Hang on. Eagles.
This is really a toss-up in my mind. I mean, it's really one of those pick-em kind of games.
Come on.
Well, here's the thing. If McCaffrey's back, you go Carolina, but we don't know yet.
That's a big if.
Right.
I think even if McCaffrey manages to practice this week, I don't see them. Even if they play him, I don't see him getting
a lot of
whole
reps.
lot of carries. He's going to be on a pitch count like crazy.
He wants the wheel, and he just gets the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll take the Panthers just because they're at home, I guess. And plus, I said spin the wheel, and that's what the wheel came up with. So that means the Eagles are going to win.
Sean?
Eagles.
I just, you know what? I got to go with the Panthers on this one. I think the defense is better over there. Clint?
Jalen Hurts or Sam Darnold?
Do you want the wheel? The wheel? He's feeling the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin it so we can pick the opposite.
You know you want it.
Panthers. Nope, it did land on the Eagles.
Stays on the Eagles.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Zolt.
I mean, Adam's right. Jalen Hurts has been pretty damn phenomenal. Darnold hasn't been bad either. I think I think the quote I saw was like, he's finally shaking the Jets off of him.
No, it's called shaking Adam Gase off of him.
Yeah.
There's that too. I'll take the Panthers.
Mr. Birch.
You got Jake Delhomme for the Panthers going up against Ron Jaworski of the Eagles. I agree with Zolt. I think the change of scenery for Darnold has really helped him out big time. Plus, well, here's the other thing: he's got players around him. He's got a good receiver. He's got
two good receivers.
Well, he's got run CMC with him. He's actually got players around him and a decent defense. I like Jalen Hurts and I like Devontae Smith, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Panthers.
I can tell you right now, from a fantasy standpoint, Devontae Smith hasn't done shit.
He just did this last week.
Every time I sit him, he scores 150 points. When I start him, he scores 20. So F you.
That's why. Wow. Next up, Titans against Urban Meyer.
Fuck. Prison inmate game number.
Are any receivers playing?
Does it matter?
Julio and AJ are supposed to both be back.
Well, Julio is still OUT as of the moment. Julio
The question is, are the Titans going to be that team that everybody gets their first win against?
Listen, Jacksonville ain't winning shit this year.
Well,
they do play the Jets.
Well, last week.
I'm still picking the Jets.
You picked the Jets. You got it right. I mean.
Hell, the Jaguars almost beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
Clint,
I think this is a one-year experiment that's going to get blown up at the end of the season.
No, that's not. They're not the Cleveland Browns. Sorry, Clint. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm not picking Jacksonville.
All right. I actually will go with the Jags because I do believe that this week.
You just want a lone wolf it, that's all.
No. Henry can turn around and get all the points he wants, just like last week, but the rest of the offense, seriously suspect. Adam.
If they even get one of the receivers back, they're better than anything that Jacksonville has. I have a feeling it might be an upset, but I'm still going to take the Titans.
Sean.
Titans.
Ryan.
Titans. I can't take anything with the Jags.
Titans.
All right, boys and girls, 4:00 games. First up on the docket, the nationally televised game of the week, by the way, it is the Cleveland Browns against the LA Chargers. Mr. Burrich.
I knew you were going to come here. Got my boy Herbert playing my team Browns. I actually said at the beginning of the year, I said this could be a loss for the Browns because the Chargers are a good team and they're going out to LA. Do I go with my brain or my heart?
Be the homer. You know you want to.
I do. I really do. But what's his name? Don't they have one of their running backs is not playing for LA or the Chargers today, right?
Oh, they're all playing.
Eckler's playing.
Oh, is he playing? Because wasn't he questionable?
I don't think
so. I don't know.
Eckler's not Dalvin Cook either, and we shut down Cook.
Give me the Browns. I can't bet against them.
just quickly with that.
What's the over under?
49 and a half.
Woo!
That's
Foot
about.
race.
See, that's weird because with the Browns playing, only
You
giving
would have
up.
thought it'd be in the 50s.
No, I would thought it'd be
Wow.
lower because of
Yeah,
the Browns
were
playing,
only
you know,
the 260
6 and 7 points the last 2 games.
Yeah. Clint,
I would think it would be like 45.
Oh man,
If it helps, I'll give you the other number.
what's the other number?
The other number is a smattering of Pick'ems or Chargers by 1 or Browns by 1.
Oh my god!
It should be
Literally, you can.
It
you
should
can
be an
find
even
either.
game. It's an even game.
yep.
You know what? Been a lot of Baker bashing this week, and when we bash Baker, Baker shows up. I think Odell gonna show up too because he's been hearing a lot of talk too. So I'm gonna go with the Browns, but Denzel Ward need to get his shit together. God damn it!
I wasn't even going to bring that up.
You can't be getting beat by Adam Thielen like that. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Save that for tomorrow.
Oh, I got some shit for Denzel Ward. Oh,
Sean,
I think this is another one where Cleveland's defense saves our ass and we win by 3.
Which I'm fine with that. You know, that's the thing. I'm
they're
fine.
winning the ugly games, which they didn't. Which they normally didn't do.
Like someone exactly like someone said this today. These games like they did yesterday, last couple of years, they would lose these games all the time.
Adam,
I'm going to stick to the trend and pick the opposite team so the Browns can win. Chargers.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll take an L for the team.
next
We'll
up,
donate to
Wait, who'd you take?
I took the Browns.
Okay, we didn't hear you. Just making sure.
Oh no, Herbert's reality check comes in.
I don't think you can bet against the Browns defense right now the way they played against Minnesota last. You know what I'm saying?
What else
Like,
that's funny, though?
I think I love Justin Herbert big time. Big fan.
Miles
But
Garrett put a tweet
like,
out.
Dude, that defense, I mean, Cousins was shitting his pants back there. I'm sorry. That defense is something that he has not, I don't think he's seen yet. And it's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
It's funny 'cause Miles
and the one thing too that's in our
tweet out
favor.
today, like a couple hours ago. He said, I go sleeveless one time and I get a call from the NFL saying I got a drug test in the morning. I'm like,
And if I'm not mistaken, if you look at the stats, you can run on the Chargers defense.
Yeah,
They're giving up a lot of rushing yards.
look at the Browns are rushing on everybody.
So the thing is this could be Chubb's breakout game.
It better fucking be.
Yeah, fantasy wise, yes.
Yeah. Not bastard.
no, Chubb.
Bears at
Go
Raiders.
Bolts.
Huh.
God.
Northwestern.
Ryan. Bears at Raiders.
Raiders. You got to pick anytime. If Matt Nagy is the coach week by week, you got to pick against them.
Okay, so in other words, does anybody want the Bears?
No.
I would say I'll take UNLV over the Bears.
Shit.
Damn.
Now,
I'll take
I do
Akron
have-
over the.
We need rambling by 10.
I do have something interesting though about this game. I mean, the Raiders are what I feel to be the obvious choice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
The over-under is 45.5.
okay,
And
so the Raiders are
the
getting a
Raider-
field goal.
The Raiders are favored by 4.5.
Wow.
I would
At
have
home?
yes. That's
Well,
concern.
The Bears
I'm gonna
beat
throw-
the
Wait,
Lions.
I'm gonna throw a
wait.
little bit. I'm gonna throw another bit of nugget in here in case it might help anybody's decision. Matt Nagy been on record saying Andy Dalton's healthy. He's starting.
here's the other thing.
I saw that.
Here's why that number is low because the Raiders are playing tonight.
true.
Watch it in the next couple days. I bet you it goes up to 6 or 7, at least.
Well, depending on how this game goes, because so far Raiders have no points, and they have a grand total of like 3 yards rushing.
Welcome back, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, 49ers at the Cards.
Cards.
I'm not picking the 49ers the rest of the year until, well, wait a minute. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Trey Lance is not the quarterback. Well, wait a minute. Nope. They just said Garoppolo is possible. It's very likely to play week 5.
Yes.
Let's be honest, that offense looks so
Okay.
much better with Trey
Yep.
Lance.
I'll take the Cards. Until Trey Lance is the quarterback, fuck him. I'm not taking the 49ers ever again.
Wait, you want Trey Lance to start now?
If
They looked better with him on the field than Garoppolo yesterday.
They did.
The same man that was bitching him on when they drafted him.
Yeah.
Now
Look, at this
He probably
point,
realized
I'm
Jimmy
sorry,
G is trash.
I'm going to burn the Jimmy G jersey I have for Christ's
Wow,
sake.
my, how the tides have changed.
We've been telling you this.
That needs to happen on the show,
I
though.
can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it no more.
At least cut it up on air.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
has
I'll
looked
burn
very.
the son of a bitch. We'll go outside. There will be the fire pit. Is there? Oh yeah, it's on.
We're gonna do a remote.
I will give a eulogy about Jimmy Garoppolo before you burn his jersey.
He's looked very pedestrian, and if you've got a quarterback that's just going to look pedestrian,
Bryce could throw better than what the fuck he's been throwing.
If that was true, he'd be on the Lions right now.
Fair enough.
Ouch.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Fair enough, sir. Well played. Well played. Mr. Burge, 49ers at the Cards.
I really want the Cards to win because then they come here with their heads about that big, and then the Browns just blow them out. So, what was the latest on Jimmy G?
Oh,
he's likely to play.
He's
likely to play. Give me the Cardinals.
I was going to say, actually, Mr. Burrich has a very nice fire pit. That's where we'll burn the Garoppolo jersey.
It is built in.
Yep, we'll burn the Garoppolo jersey live at El Patio de Burrich.
Bring it on. I don't even need lighter fluid.
I just realized I'm missing something unless I missed it while I was gone. How have we not had a train alert yet?
Oh,
there hasn't been one.
Something is wrong. Anyway,
I'm not complaining. It's been quiet.
So, I'm going to say something that people other than me are going to regret, unfortunately. So last year, I mentioned at week 4 that there was a lot of talk, and judging by the looks, Dak Prescott was having an MVP year so far.
Kyler Murray's in the same boat.
Kyler Murray is having an MVP type year so far.
And
so I apologize to all of those Kyler Murray owners out there, of which I am not one. But
so you're saying the Cowboy Bob Orton cast.
I saw him on my bench yesterday for one Dak Prescott.
So did you just bury and jinx Mr. Murray?
Perhaps, but I'm still taking the Cards.
Clint.
Yeah, Cards.
Sean.
Yeah, give me the Cards.
Adam.
Redbirds.
Next, oh god. Next,
I'm waiting for it now.
There's a lot of.
It's a who gives a shit game.
A lot of.
It's not a prison inmate game. It's
a lot of these this week.
I was going to say this whole week is an old shit games.
New York Giants at the Cowboys.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Cowboys in my winners probably.
Ryan, I was just gonna say, how about Cowboys?
Yeah.
Zolt.
Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
You have to admit though, with Dak coming back, they have looked really impressive.
Yeah. And Zeke has gotten himself back on track.
All right. Well, no. Let's not.
He
not
has. He
push it.
has. He
Yes.
has.
But
Stop the Zeke hate. Stop the Zeke hate.
wait. No.
Really?
It was because of Pollard.
I
He's
was
not
gonna
rushing
say,
as much, so he's got a lot more energy.
Clint, who do you want?
Oh yeah, Cowboys.
Ditto. Sean.
Oh yeah, Cowboys.
Adam.
Yeah, give me the old fucking Stars.
Okay, now into the fun Sunday night game. The
Oh, yeah.
Bills at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That should be a good game.
Clint.
Who's gonna start with me?
Yes, sir. Gonna start with you.
Do I go with the heart, the sisters team, or do I go with the Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. You know what? Give me the Bills. I'm rolling with them. They struggled to beat Philly.
Yeah, but you knew damn well they weren't going to lose 3 in a row.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
That's why
They
I
actually got
picked.
weapons over there, though.
That's why I took Philly in the losers' fall. I was like, there's
Plus,
no way.
Buffalo got
There's
some
no.
get back.
There's
Buffalo
no way
remember
Chiefs
that
are going to
game
lose
last
3 in a row.
Zolt.
Yeah.
Over under is 56.5, which makes you think.
God damn.
That makes it makes you certainly
With the
think.
Bills'
Okay,
defense?
so I know. But I am all in on the Bills right now, and I'm taking the under.
I'll take the under, too.
Sean.
Want to go with the Bills, but I'm going to say the Chiefs.
Adam.
Chiefs.
Ryan.
My oldest son Ethan asked me the other day if the Browns weren't around, who would you root for? And I said I would root for the Bills, so I'm going to go with the Bills.
Well, I can't. I got to take the.
Ah, Christ! Can't use it one more
I think
time.
you just want to show that will off.
Wow. Get the Chiefs.
I don't know. I feel this game is much too good of a game to disrespect by pulling out the wheel.
Rematch of the AFC.
Did it? Jesus Christ. And then there's the Monday night game.
Yeah.
Colts at the Ravens. Anybody want the Colts?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts.
I'll take them, too.
It's the Colts at the Raven. Okay.
Yes.
Give me the Colts.
Give me Carson motherfucking Wentz. Okay.
What he said.
God damn it, I'll take Carson Wentz.
What's that, Clint?
I said, give me motherfucking Carson Wentz.
Wow. Okay. Zolt.
Nah, you ain't.
No. Give me Baltimore.
I concur. I will take the Ravens as well. Adam?
The Colts
give me
Ravens offense is one-ass dimensional. The Colts can stop the run.
Colts
Give me
have
Lamar
wide
Mother-
receiver sneezing.
Lamar motherfucking Jackson.
Okay.
Like Samuel L. motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Wow. Didn't see
Threw you a
that
loop
one.
at the end of the show, didn't we, George?
Yeah, I didn't
Didn't
see
expect that one,
coming.
huh?
Thought that was pretty obvious.
That was going to be a Raven
Raven
sweep across the board, huh?
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, okay.
The Ravens ain't the Dolphins, I'll tell you that much.
And the Ravens ain't that good.
At home.
Didn't Lamar just make history too?
Yeah.
Settle down over there.
First,
That wasn't
first
history. That was
quarterback.
bullshit. That's what that was.
First
Yeah.
quarterback to
I
throw
was
for
hoping that
1,000
would have got
yards
injured when you
and
did
rush
that
for
little one play.
250 in the first 4 games.
Come on, I can rush for 250 in 4 games. Tom Brady can
Nobody-
rush for 250 in 4 games.
Nobody's done it.
That was
Oh,
Lamar
we didn't
Jackson.
get a trailer, but we got a dumbass.
That was Lamar Jackson.
I was going to say, that's the thing. If he keeps the pace up, those are stupid numbers.
With another
That's
TD.
almost 4,600 yards passing and almost 1,200 yards rushing.
With Lamar though, he falters at passing all the time. It's just he lights it up in the beginning of the year, and then all of a sudden, middle to late year, it's
That's my
that's good
thing.
for us then because we get him twice back to back. In the middle of the season. I like that then.
The Colts can stop the run. He still haven't shown he can beat you as a passer.
He's thrown for he's got over a couple games this year where he's thrown for over 200, 300 yards.
Yeah, he threw for over 300 yards against the Broncos.
Yeah. Well, it's the Broncos. Well, I guess that's. But in Denver, though, too.
But the Broncos haven't played anybody until then. They played the Jets. Who else?
Giants and Jags, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Our Lady of the Worthless Marys can beat all those three teams. You sissy Marys.
Uh-oh. Do I hear one in the distance?
That's a car.
That's the traffic you hear coming from the drug house.
Sweet.
You ready for the alert, George? Zolt jinxed it into existence.
With 2 minutes to go.
It's the perfect way to close out the show.
2-minute warning.
I was going to say wrong show, damn it.
Hey!
At the end of the show.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, I was going to say that's right. This is Ryan's first time seeing this bad boy.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Holy shit, it's about fucking time Jared Cook gets me a goddamn touchdown.
Ah, fuck. Don't you have Jared Cook, you asshole, Clint?
No, I got Herbert.
Who am I playing in the Ohio one?
That's me.
That's Clint.
Yeah, I got Herbert, Williams, and Eckler.
Would it kill him to throw it to Williams? I mean, really?
I know, right? I need my Williams to catch TD too.
Oh, in the show one, I got Herbert.
You keep him on there. Carlson hadn't seen the field yet.
I know. I'm nervous. I know.
This Raider making me nervous. Bad. I don't get it.
They're making me nervous. Cannot believe that Derek Carr can't get his shit together. And it's like, come on.
The Raiders are who we thought they were.
He's a fourth quarter quarterback, or quarterback anyhow. He'll start getting like 100 yards, 150 yards in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Zolt, what's the wings looking like this year?
I mean, so far, not terrible, not great. It's just another rebuilding year, but at the same time, I think they might actually contend for a playoff spot.
So better than last year?
Yes. I mean, I think
we throw a little NHL in there.
They got who they hope is their goalie of the future. We'll see. And again, it's another year where it's all about stockpiling for the future. So next couple drafts are really going to tell. Hopefully they can actually get a lottery pick, even if it's not theirs.
Yeah, this is going to be the year the Blue Jackets want to make sure the Monsters do good so they can pull that whole team up.
So, any guesses on what was said in the 20-minute conversation Bill Belichick and Tom Brady had after the game in the Bucs locker room?
My wife misses you. Would you come over tonight and show her the Super Bowl trophy?
No, the Kraft Brady exchange was actually before the game actually happened. They showed the two of them in the tunnel for 20 minutes. But the report was that Brady actually stuck around in the locker room, and Bill had requested that he got to chat with Tom after.
Yeah, they go out to dinner or something.
Afterwards. Nope.
I
Kraft,
think
Kraft was paying for a massage for both of them.
I think Bill went in there and just said, "So the Tampa Bay thing might work out, huh?"
So it looks like it's worked out, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
So what you're saying is that we got it wrong.
No, I don't think he said that.
It was more like, so how's Giselle?
How's the crypto going?
How you get AB under control like that? Damn it.
That is actually a good point. Because you haven't heard shit from AB all year.
It's that Brady effect.
This is true.
The man won 7 Super Bowls, man. You know you gotta tone that shit up.
But but when AB was in New England, did he spout off like that?
No, but he did have like a case with something that got bought up from the past, like a assault case, sexual assault case or something like that.
Yeah.
And he got cut by the Patriots for it.
Oh, that was the trainer or something.
Yeah,
like that, was it? Yeah.
All right. Well, it's about that time. Thank you all for those of you all who have tuned in to catch us. Thank you very much, especially to see the new reveal of the New Jersey. Bet fulfilled.
New Jersey.
Thought it was going to be nude color.
The Devils.
Well, okay then.
Good night,
That was
boys.
last week.
Oh, damn it.
Yes, George has a new Cleveland Browns. This is kind of like, well, now that, it's not like Richards in Jersey when he turned around and bought the damn thing before he,
Let's just not mention. Let's not mention one guy who can't find a hose. Okay.
That's what she said.
Ah, damn you.
Hey, you've been gone too long. We've had to learn how to, pick it up. Sorry.
Give me a heads up, Clint. God damn it.
I thought you would catch up. It's rust on your ear, probably.
Good night, Gracie.